Muir up to the edge of the box. Muir going all the way himself. It's a brilliant goal! Brilliant goal! That sent his manager down the touchline in celebration with less than 10 of the 90 to play. It's Kilmarnock 0, Rangers 3, and it is explosive from Mikey Muir.
3-0! And let's bow it. 3-0 at Hibs into the 80th minute.
Welcome to the show. A big game ahead and plenty to discuss. I'm joined here on the gantry by Billy Dodds, Scott Allen, and our match commentator Thomas Duncan. Good evening to you, Thomas. You can kick us off with the team news.
Yeah, good evening, Kenny. A big game for both sides. A winner tonight. Both of them could go into third place in the Scottish Premiership in what at the moment seems like a pretty wide-ranging title race for Rangers to kick on. They need to improve their home form. Just 2 league wins in 7 here this season, and only St Mirren and Kilmarnock have scored fewer than the amount Rangers have managed to score in the league at home. That's 8 goals in 7 games. Not good enough. Can they improve tonight? Danny Rule has made 5 changes to the team that went down to Ferencvaros in the Europa League on Thursday. Out go Tavernier, Raskin, Danilo, Gassama and Miovski. The first 4 of those dropped to the bench. There's no Bojan Miovski in the squad, which is a blow after his 3 goals in his last 2 games, but obviously was taken off in Hungary and was applying some ice to his hamstring, so we'll see how long he may be out for. In come Dujon Sterling, Mohamed Diamonde returns from suspension, Mikey Moore, Finlay Curtis and Yusuf Chermiti. So it looks like Rangers going with a back 3 to match up Hibernian. It's Butland in goal, Sterling, Giga, who plays his final game before going to the African Cup of Nations with Burkina Faso, and Fernandez. Aarons on the right, Magoma on the left, Barron and Diamonde anchoring the midfield with Curtis and Moore either side of Chermiti. As for Hibernian, they make 3 changes from the win over Falkirk, which meant they bounced back after consecutive defeats in the league. So out go Bashiri and Chaiwa. Bashiri not in the squad altogether because he's joined up with the Democratic Republic of Congo for AFCON. Miguel Chaiwa is also going to the tournament, but he drops to the bench, so he's available. Martin Boyle also drops to the bench. In comes Grant Hanley, Jordan Obita and Eli Yuan. So it's Salinger in goal, the back 3, O'Hora, Hanley and Iredale. Cadden on the right, Obita on the left, Barlasser and Mulligan in the midfield, Yuan and McGrath either sides of Kieran Bowie, Kenny.
Thank you to Thomas Duncan. Good evening to you, Billy Dawes. Give us your thoughts on that Rangers team.
Evening, Kenny. Yeah, just stick with the same system as they played in Europe. An opportunity for certain few to get either back going or back in the team, or really try and push for a place consistently in this team. Mikey Moore, good to see him back from an injury, but I know he's come on and scored against Kilmarnock and then got a bit during the week, and he's obviously building and his fitness as well to try and get a run of games. Chermiti, he'll be the big talking point back in the team. What an opportunity for him. Not surprised by the shape. Brilliant to see Dujon Sterling back in. He is a top player, top lad, but a top player as well, and he really brings like speed, knowledge, aggressiveness to that backline, because boy, they need it with some of the goals they're losing as well. So not surprised by the shape, and a strong looking team, but a few missing out as well. A few on the bench maybe have raised a few eyebrows.
Yeah, some surprising team news from a Rangers perspective, I think you'd have to say. Good evening to you, Scott. Do you like the look of that Hibs team tonight?
Yeah, I do. Listen, the main surprise for me is obviously Martin Boyle starting on the bench, but I think it one of them for David Gray. He ought to kind of consolidate and find his way into the game, then Martin Boyle influence the game as it goes on. Eli Yuan comes in. Listen, he's very unpredictable, but there's no question the talent that he does have. Daniel Balaz in the middle of the park, nice football, and Josh Mulligan's been a revelation since joining Hibs. Grant Hanley comes in a familiar position, obviously, with Rocky Bashiri away. So there's a good athleticism about Hibs, and they've got guys who can come up with some goals. So really fascinated to see how this one will go.
Well, we were chatting on Sports on Saturday, as we'll do many times between now and next summer, about guys perhaps who will be an outside bet to break into the Scotland squad, and the name that comes up time and again is Josh Mulligan. What do you guys see in him? Where are his qualities?
I think his energy first and foremost. I think when you have that athleticism, you get legs to get around the park, you like to compete, all the basics and fundamentals you would want for your midfielder. Then on top of that, the driving power when he does have the ball there. There are things that we don't have in abundance in terms of middle of the park if you were to get an injury there for Scotland. So it's all about finding that consistency with performance, I think, to then force your way into that Scotland side. So we can be very happy with how he started his Hibs career.
We'll hear from the Hibs manager David Gray in a few minutes' time, I'm sure. Let's now hear from the Rangers manager Danny Rule. He's been chatting with Kerradine Idsan.
Well, Danny, you said you were angry and frustrated with the last performance. 5 changes today. What do you want to see from your guys, and what's made you make these changes?
Yeah, I think some changes were